The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
The following is a presentation of Roosevelt University Athletics. This is Roosevelt University Lakers softball. From the Dome in Rosemont, Illinois, this afternoon, Roosevelt University Athletics presents Game 2 of our opening day doubleheader here today at the Dome in Rosemont. As this afternoon, it'll be the Roosevelt University Lakers against the Tigers of Olivet Nazarene University from Bourbonnais, Illinois. Hi again, everybody, and good afternoon. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us here. As we said, Game 2 today on this opening day on this 14th of February. And the Lakers coming into this game having won a dramatic win in Game 1 today as the Lakers coming from behind and defeating Indiana South Bend 3-2 as they were able to push across a run in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And so the Lakers coming in 1-0 on the year, looking for a doubleheader sweep during their first day of activity here in 2025. This will be Olivet Nazarene's first game of the season. And as was the case in the first game, the Lakers facing a former CCAC foe, as Olivet Nazarene last year. They wound up going 14-26. They were 7-9 in the CCAC. And they were, however, able to advance fairly deeply, I believe, into the finals of the CCAC tournament. And they were defeated in their last game by a final of 6-0. In the last meeting between these two squads, that was in the CCAC tournament's opening round last May the 2nd, and Olivet Nazarene pulling out a 6-5 win over the Lakers in that game. So now we move on to 2025 in game number 2 here this afternoon. The Lakers will be the visiting team in this second game today. They were the home team in game number 1. Here's the batting order now for the Lakers. It'll be Ella Dvorak leading it off and in right field, followed by Caitlin Williams, the left fielder. It'll be batting third, Athena Pameli-Penn at shortstop. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Bryn Dvorak. Batting fifth and third base, Ava Casper. Batting sixth will be Bianca Gallegos. She'll be the designated player today in game number 2. It'll be Libby Krakus batting seventh and behind the plate. Isis Enriquez batting eighth and at second base. And then batting in the number 9 spot, Kendall Pearson in center field. And it'll be Kaylee Hancock in the circle today for the Lakers. And just as we speak, Ella Dvorak will lead it off here now to start the game. And we're underway. And there's a foul ball off the left side out of play. 0-1 here now for Ella Dvorak. Ella in game number 1 today, going 2 for 3 in the contest. As we play in game 2 in the 2025 NAIA leadoff tournament. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the left out of play. Chilly day outside, as we were talking about all through the first game. Outside temperature right now at 26 degrees. Nice and warm here inside the dome. No balls and 2 strikes to Ella Dvorak. Left-handed batter awaits in the pitch. Kind of an inside-out swing. It kind of hit off the bat handle and lobbed into short left center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. So Ella Dvorak aboard to lead it off here for the Lakers in the top of the first inning. And that'll bring up Caitlin Williams. It is Allie Tim in the circle today for Olivet Nazarene. Tim is a right-hander. And now she will face Caitlin Williams. Left-handed batter awaits. First pitch bunted. And a 2-hopper, glove near the plate, but at the third base, on the third base line, quick throw to first base in time for the out. That'll be a sacrifice here as Kahiwa Ili was charging hard at third base, was able to make the play. Ella Dvorak able to advance to second base. Caitlin Williams the sacrifice. And there's one away in the inning. And that'll bring up Athena Pameli-Penn. Pameli-Penn going 1 for 2 with a pair of RBIs and a walk in the first game today. First pitch here Good rise ball, swing and a miss from Pamela Penn, so she's behind at 0-1. Again, Allie Tim in the circle today for Olivet Nazarene. Tim last year 7-11 with a 4.55 ERA, threw 124 2/3 to lead the team in that category. There's a ball high and away. She allowed 157 hits, 100 runs, 81 of which were earned, walked 75, struck out 83 last season. Checks the wristband, right-hander now leans it and deals. Foul back into the screen. Opponents hit at a .306 clip against Tim last season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of 1. No score in the ball game. Pamela Penn squares the bunt, pulled the bat back, and the pitch came in low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brynda Voracek next, and then it'll be Ava Casper here for the Lakers. Glad you're with us from wherever you may be as we play in game number 2 today here in Rosemont, Illinois. And the pitch. Riser and Pamela Penn taking high for ball 3. 3-2 now for Athena Pamela Penn. Real good way to start the season for the Lakers in game number 1 that started at 12 noon. And went the distance, the full 7 innings before the final run came across. Well, not quite full 7 innings, but you get the idea. There's a pitch high and away, ball 4, and Athena Pamela Penn is aboard at first base with a base on balls. First walk issued here by Allie Tim, and that'll bring to the plate Brynda Voracek. Bryn going 1 for 4 in game number 1 with the RBI that won the ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Said earlier we went the full 7 innings, the game not decided until the last batter. There's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 the count. Every game, unless it's extras, every game goes full before the outcome is decided, but was just trying to indicate how close the game was in the first game today. Here's the next pitch, and that'll be a changeup missing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Brynda Voracek. Ava Casper next, and then it'll be Bianca Gallegos for the Lakers. And now, Brynda Voracek, or rather Ella Dvorak, trying to get to third and appears was out. I was looking down at my scorebook, and it will be a caught stealing. 2-5 on the putout. There's a swing and a foul back. And that will be the second out of the inning. Pamela Penn remains at first for the Lakers. The count to the batter now is a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Righty versus righty. And an inside-out swing as the pitch came very in tight. And it's fouled off to the right by Brynda Voracek and will hold on a ball and 2 strikes. All right, Tim fires the ball into the glove, now back on the pitcher's rubber. And the 1-2. Really popping into the catcher's mitt, you could hear that, but the pitch missing outside, and the count even at 2-2 now. So, top of 1, no score in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs on the board here in the top of the first. And there's a riser, popped up left side. Looks like it'll stay in play as it did not hit the dome, and it'll be caught there at third base by Oshiro, and that'll end the inning. So the inning comes to an end, and the Lakers threaten but do not score. As in the inning for Roosevelt, no runs, on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. And after a half inning, it's Roosevelt 0, and Olivet Nazarene coming to bat. You're tuned to Roosevelt University softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
All right, we head to the bottom of the first inning. Olivet Nazarene getting their first swings of the game. It'll be Zoe Oshiro leading it off, and to correct the record, Kahiwa Ili made the last out on the pop-up to the third base, as the first pitch here will be on the outside corner, called strike 0-1 here to Oshiro. She'll be followed by Faith Mikas in right field. Oshiro's the catcher, and then Faith Mikas is in right field, batting second. Then it'll be Stephanie House, the center fielder, batting in the number 3 spot. And there's a strike on the outside edge. Kahiwa Ili will be batting fourth and at third base. Then it'll be Allie Tim, the pitcher, followed by Gwen Bender, the designated player. Shyler Bowes batting in the number 7 spot at short. And then it'll be, as here comes the 0-2 pitch, way upstairs all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. It'll be Allie Fullingham batting 8th and at first base, and then Alyssa McCord batting 9th and in left field. The flex player, and playing at second is Tatum Reddy for Olivet Nazarene. So we've been able to quickly run down the batting order, and we're back on track. Here's the next pitch. Popped foul out of play, and we'll hold it a ball on 2 strikes. Zoe Oshiro last year hit .295, had a couple of home runs, 14 runs batted in for Olivet Nazarene. Tigers last year went 14-26, and they were 7-9 in the CCAC, but made a deep run in the tournament nonetheless, despite finishing below 500 during the regular season. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Kayleigh Hancock into the line, and the pitch high and tight, nearly hit the batter, but it just barely missed the right shoulder, and the count squared. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hancock started the first game for the Lakers and tossed 3 innings of work, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 of those runs was earned. Fly ball to left field. Long run and back to the right, and that'll be beyond and all the way to the fence there in deep left field. Oshiro rounding second, heading for third. Throw in offline, backed up nicely there. And it is a triple to lead off the game for Zoe Oshiro. That ball was hit well, went deep toward left field, kind of drifting toward the corner. And Caitlin Williams in left field, drifting back into her right, not able to get to it, and it was a 3-base hit. Here's Faith Mikas now for Olivet Nazarene, and a chance for the Tigers to jump out to the early lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Righty versus left-handed batter here. First pitch from Hancock. Line drive, and that'll be off the glove in the circle and into center field for a base hit. Oshiro scoring, and it's quickly a 1-0 lead for Olivet Nazarene. 2 batters into the game. So a solid single there. And here's Stephanie House. Quick meeting in the circle here. As the Lakers facing an early deficit before everybody kind of getting settled in here in this game. Hancock in the first game today did not walk a batter and struck out 2. So here now is Stephanie Howes, the center fielder, and the pitch. That was up and away, but it was swung on anyway. Popped up right side, and it'll be in foul territory. And an over-the-shoulder catch made by Brynn Dvorak at first base for the out. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And here is Kahiwa Ely. Ely last year hit .212 and had 11 runs batted in. So a run in, a runner still on, and a cue shot up the first base line, fielded to the right of the bag in foul territory. So that'll be a strike to Ely. Allie Tim next, then it will be Gwen Bender here for Olivet Nazarene. So Olivet out to a quick 1-0 lead here as we play in the bottom of the first inning. Olivet, classic gray uniforms, gray tops, gray pants with the, looks like the script writing on the front, can't yet tell. Here's the one in the pitch from Hancock. Reiser missing up high, runner from first going, throw to second base, one hopping in, and it'll be a stolen base here for Faith Micas. So a run in for Olivet Nazarene, and they quickly have another runner now in scoring position. 1-1 count here to the batter, Kahiwa Ely. The pitch. And it'll be up high, shoulder level for a ball. Well, Roosevelt fell behind in the first game. They came back from a mid-inning 2-run deficit. But Olivet Nazarene jumping out to the lead here in the opening frame of this game. 2-1 pitch. Ripped right back up the middle, and it'll be into left center field for a base hit. Runner rounding third, and this run will score. And Olivet Nazarene now with a 2-0 lead. Micas coming around to score from second base, the second run of the inning. Ely with an RBI single. And it's a 2-0 Olivet Nazarene lead. And that'll bring to the plate the pitcher, Allie Tim, and now another meeting in the circle here for the Lakers. Olivet Nazarene coming out here with some offensive pop in the bottom of the first inning after the Lakers threatened in the top of the first, but were not able to score. So 2 in here now for Olivet Nazarene, meeting continuing in the circle. We're back next on Sunday afternoon for Roosevelt softball. Live audio again on Sunday. That'll be a classic doubleheader, 2 games against the same team. It'll be the Roosevelt Lakers against Lewis University, the Lewis University Flyers. 12 noon and 2:30, the start times on Sunday. We'll have both for you here on the Roosevelt Athletics YouTube channel. All right, here's Allie Tim now into the batter's box for Olivet Nazarene. Tim last year, 203 with 9 runs batted in. First pitch from Hancock, a riser missing high, 1-0. Right now, Kaylee seems to be struggling a little bit with her location here in the early stages of this game. 2 in for Olivet Nazarene here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at first base as well. There is 1 out in the frame. Here's the 1-0. This one down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Hancock walks around the circle, kind of windmills the right arm as she throws the ball into the glove. Now back and ready to go on the pitcher's rubber. The 2-0. Hit high into the air. I believe it did not make contact with the dome, and it'll be caught in right center field. And so the out made there as Kendall Pearson makes the catch in right center for the putout. So 2 away for Gwen Bender, the designated player. Bender hit .271 last year, drove in 13 runs. Offers at the first pitch here. Fly ball deep right center field. And that will be in for a base hit. Cut off in right field. And in the end, runners will wind up at second and third as Bender with an opposite field double. Ely going to third on the play. And the inning continues here for Olivet Nazarene. That'll bring up Skylar Bowes. Bowes, right-handed batter, steps into the batter's box. Batter's box is normally where the batter would be, and we're ready to resume. Runners at second and third. And an important at bat here. There's a wave and a miss at a riser. 0-1 now here to Bose. Allie Fillingham next, and then it would be Alyssa McCord here for Olivet Nazarene. As we play in the bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Olivet, and they have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away in the inning. All right. Hancock into the wind of the pitch. As the plane roars overhead, it's in there. Knee-high called strike. And 0-2. Well, this would be a much, much needed strikeout here for Kayla Hancock. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line drive right back up the middle, caught at the front edge of the circle by Hancock. And that'll be the end of the inning. And Olivet, they scored 2, but they also strand 2. So in the inning for Olivet Nazarene, they pick up 2 runs in the frame on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 1, it's Olivet Nazarene 2, Roosevelt nothing. You're tuned to Roosevelt University softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
All right, on we go now to the top half of inning number 2, and the Lakers, as they did in the first game, although not as quickly, but they trail early 2-0. And for Roosevelt, Ava Casper will lead it off here now for the Lakers, as the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here for RU. Casper in the first game going 0 for 2 with a walk. All right, Allie Tim now fires the ball into the glove, and now she's on the pitcher's rubber and ready to go to work here in the top of the second inning. Tim into the wind in the first pitch. Changeup in for a called strike. It'll be Casper, Gallegos, and Krakus due up here for the Lakers. Top of 2, 2-0 Olivet Nazarene with a lead. Tim checks the sign into the wind. Again off speed, and this time it was swung on and missed, and so Casper quickly behind at 0-2. As part of 8 games today on day 1, game day here in the NAIA leadoff tournament. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and so Casper out on 3 pitches to start the Lakers' second inning. Allie Tim picks up her first strikeout of the game, and that'll bring up Bianca Gallegos. Bianca went 1 for 3 in game 1. First pitch here, swing and a miss. Well, right now Tim seems to have that changeup working, getting good movement on the pitch. It comes in about letter high, then drops at the last second. And Gallegos going after that one and coming up empty. She's behind at 0-1. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. Carbon copy of the first pitch with the same result. Gallegos now behind 0-2. Tim gets the sign. And the 0-2. Just missed outside. 1-2. There goes the immaculate inning, where you throw 3 straight strikeouts on 3 pitches on each batter for a 9-pitch inning. Saw one of those, a rarity in the major leagues last year at a White Sox game. Late in the season, it was the final home game of the year. There's a swing and a foul tip caught behind the plate there by Oshiro, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So 2 away for Libby Krakus. Libby went 1 for 2 in game number 1 today. 2 out, nobody on base. Lakers had 2 runners on base in the first inning, had 1 out recorded on the bases. There's a riser, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Right now, Allie Tim overpowering here in this inning. No balls and 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. Floater, just low to make it 1-1. Lakers play 2 on Sunday here in the NAIA leadoff event, and then they'll be playing here at the Dome again next weekend in the Lewis Invitational. There's a ball high, and 2 balls and a strike. Lakers and Lewis will meet again next weekend during that event here in Rosemont. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the inside half, and it's 2-2. Allie Tim right now moving the pitches around well. Great location and keeping the hitters off balance. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Well, it was not an immaculate inning, but Tim strikes out the side either way. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Olivet Nazarene 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How is your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
And we come back to Rosemont, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. Katie Luzzy now on the pitch here for the Lakers. And she comes in relief of Kaylee Hancock. That was the same situation in game number 1 on the first pitch here. Down and away and 1-0 to the Olivet Nazarene leadoff hitter, Allie Fullingham. In the first game today, Luzzy went a third of an inning, allowing a hit. Swinging a grounder, sharply hit, knocked down at first base, recovered, and then Brynja Voracek will step on the base for out number 1. So Fullingham out, 3 unassisted. That'll bring to the plate the left fielder, Alyssa McCord. McCord last season, an .095 average. Played in 14 games, started 9, had just 21 at-bats. And the first pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. McCord, the number 9 hitter in the Tiger order, a right-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball that was down in the dirt, or into the turf, if you will. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes now. So Katie Luzzy trying to retire the first 2 batters here in the Olivet Nazarene second. There's a changeup missing outside, and so now we're at 1-2. McCord levels the bat over the plate now, ready to go. All right, let's see. That last pitch was outside. Let's see where they set this pitch up now. And that'll be topped on a two-hopper to shortstop. Pamela Penn up with it, throws to first base for the out. So 2 away for Olivet Nazarene. And back to the Tiger order. Here is Zoe Oshiro, who started the game with a flare, with a triple, and eventually she scored. Left-handed batter awaits in the first pitch. This will be a bouncer to the right side, knocked down there at second base, but not cleanly fielded there, and so it'll be Oshiro reaching base for the second time in this game. Enriquez going to a right, got a glove on it there, but was not able to field it cleanly. We'll see about the scoring. And it'll be scored a single for Oshiro, who is now 2 for 2 with 4 total bases. Here's Faith Micas now. She singled and scored in the first inning. First pitch here. Low and outside, runner going, throw to second base, off line to the first base side. Backed up there, it looked like in short right center field, and so Oshiro will settle for a single stolen base here, but she's in scoring position now. The count to the batter, Faith Micas, is 1 ball and no strikes. Line of the pitch here coming in now from Luzzy. Up in the zone, but fouled back. So now a ball and a strike. Micas out of the box, now back in. Left-handed batter. Stance moved up in the box. The front foot just inside the front line of the batter's box. 1-1. Sliced down the left field line, then it'll be foul ball. Olivet, after this game, will play tonight at 7:30 against Aquinas. That'll be on the second field here. We are on field 1 at the Dome. They have 2 fields underneath the air pressurized dome. Next pitch, top to the right side. Slow roller here. And gloved at second, underhand throw, and I don't believe it was in time. Yep, looks like everybody will be safe. A really good effort there at second base from Enriquez. Got to it. It was a slow roller. And then she tried to just kind of shovel the ball to first base, but not in time. And so runners at first and third here now for Olivet Nazarene. Oshiro to third. Runners at first and third now for Stephanie House. So a pair of infield singles in this inning for Olivet Nazarene, and they are threatening after the first 2 batters were retired. First pitch, a riser high. Runner from first going, and then Krakis bluffs a throw and then throws to third but does not get Oshiro, and so runners at second and third now. So Micas to third. One ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Here in the second inning. Next pitch, low and away. That'll make it 2-0. Kahiwa Ili will be next here for Olivet Nazarene. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. One hopper, gloved on the front edge of the circle. A little bit of a hop, then a high throw, but Dvorak able to reel it in without a problem there as the play goes 1-3. Luzzy to Bryn Dvorak, and the inning ends, and Olivet strands a pair. So in the inning for Olivet. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. And we head to the third inning with a score. Olivet Nazarene 2, Roosevelt nothing. You're tuned to Roosevelt University softball.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
On we go now to the top half of the third inning here at the Dome in Rosemont. And it'll be Isis Enriquez leading it off now here for the Roosevelt Lakers as the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the RU order do up. And the Lakers trailing it 2-0 as they did in game number 1. Allie Tim in the circle, ready to go here now. And here comes the first pitch. That was an inside-out swing. The pitch coming in well inside, and it's fouled off the left out of play, and it's 0-1. Enriquez, left-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch, low and away. Isis went 0 for 3 in the first game. Right now facing a 1-1 count as she is the leadoff hitter in the Laker third inning. Here's the delivery. Swung on and fouled back. So a ball and 2 strikes. Games today here on both fields at the Dome at noon, 2:30, 5 and 7. The 5 o'clock games will be William Penn against Aquinas here on this diamond. And then Madonna facing St. Francis on diamond number 2. Tim into the wind. Here's the 1-2 offering. Reaching out here and flared into right center field. That'll drop nicely into right center for a base hit. And then, not stopping and getting to second base. That'll be a 2-base hit here for Isis Enriquez. She rounded first and did not let up. And then with a head-first dive, able to make it into second base for the 2-base hit. And so Roosevelt now immediately with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the third inning. Here's the wind now, and the first pitch fouled back, and the count 0-1. I'm going to have to check my batting order here. Yeah, that was Pearson leading it off here, as I am off by a batter. So Kendall Pearson with a double to start the inning. And I'm going to have to go back and take a look at the play-by-play. There's a foul back now as batting here is Gallegos. Here's the next pitch, riser high. And I'm going to have to take a look here at the Laker order now, as it is Dvorak, followed by Williams, then Pameli Penn, Bryn Dvorak, Casper, next pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this will be near second base. Caught, it looks like, by the shortstop, Bose, for the out. And that is the second out of the inning. And now back to the top of the order, and Ella Dvorak. Dvorak 1 for 1 in the game today. And the pitch. That's bunted to the left of home plate, foul, and it's 0-1. So we are going to rework the batting order here in the scorebook. And the bottom third had the top 6 correctly, but bottom third has to be reworked. Anyway, Dvorak batting now. Lakers have a runner at second base. And the pitch. That'll be a strike on the outside edge. And the count goes to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Riser high, and the at-bat continues at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on here for the Lakers. The pitch. Chopped to third base. Glove there near the bag. A quick look to first, and there's no play there. Then a throw back to second base, and that's going to be down in time as they tried to get the runner at second. Oshiro came in, looked to first, realized there was no play, tried to get the runner at second, and that did not work out. So Dvoracek is aboard at first base now. And that'll be a fielder's choice. And a meeting in the circle here now for Olivet Nazarene. All right, meeting over, and we're back and ready to go. And here's Caitlin Williams, who bunts at the first pitch and pops it back into the screen. And so it is 0-1. Williams had a sacrifice back in the first inning. She bats here in the top of the third inning, with the Lakers trailing it by a score of 2-0. Here's the wind and the next pitch. That's bunted, third base side. Oshiro tried to backhand it. It hit the heel of her glove, and everybody will be safe. And the Lakers will have the bases loaded. So on the play now, it's Gallegos to third. Gallegos rather to second. And it will be Pearson to third. And now the bases are loaded here as Williams aboard. So it's Bryn Dvoracek to third. And the first pitch here will miss inside. Ball 1 the count now to Athena Pomeli-Penn. Pomeli-Penn, right-handed batter, stands in. Runners at every base. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count even to the ball and a strike. Chance here for the Lakers, down by 2, top of 3. As there is 1 out in the inning. Next pitch, taken just off the outside edge. Last play ruled an E5 on the at-bat by Caitlin Williams. So it's Williams at first, Dvoracek, Ella Dvoracek's at second, and Caitlin Pearson is now at third. There's a swing and a pop-up right side near the bag in foul territory, and the catch made near the first base coach's box there by Fullingham at first base for the out. So Pomeli-Penn fouls out to first. And let's see here. It looks like that one hit the dome, and so it was not called an out. It was a foul ball. The at-bat continues. Pomeli-Penn skies this one again, right side on the infield. Caught right of the pitcher circle there at second base by Reddy, and that will be the second out of the inning now. So 2 away in the frame. And here's Brynda Voracek. Bryn 0 for 1 today. Here in game number 2, here's the pitch. Floater, strike called on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Ava Casper would be next if the inning continues. Bases loaded, but 2 away in the inning now for the Lakers. Next pitch, jammed and pop foul right side out of play. So we have a no ball and 2 strike situation here to Brynda Voracek. Allie Tim looks in for the sign. Trying to get out of this jam and preserve a 2-run lead for Olivet. Swinging a ground ball, hit sharply right side into right center field for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2nd run will come around to score. A 2-run single here, and the Lakers have tied the game at 2. And Brynda Voracek, as she did in the first game, comes up with a huge hit there. Pearson scoring from third, as did Gallegos. And it's a 2-2 game. All right, here's the next pitch. First pitch here now to Ava Casper, and it's up high for ball 1. 2 away in the inning. Runners at first and second now. It's on the play. Ella Dvorak scoring along with Pearson. There's a ball outside. And we're all even at 2. Caitlin Williams is at second base now. There's a swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and a strike here to Ava Casper, who struck out swinging her first time up back in the 2nd inning. Two balls and a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Pop back foul out of play, and we're going to hold, and we're going to move it down to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Libby Krakus awaits on deck. Here's the pitch. Off speed, strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. So Casper rung up on a called 3rd strike that'll close out the frame, but the Lakers able to pick up 2 in the inning. And so we are going to head to the bottom of the 3rd with a score. Roosevelt 2, Olivet Nazarene 2. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a 3rd-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Kahiwa Ili leading it up now here for Olivet Nazarene as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And she is in a 1-1 count, takes the next pitch down low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. As we play here in the bottom of the third inning in a 2-2 ball game. And now I can tell you, with certainly what happened with the Roosevelt lineup, with a new pitcher, the lineup got reworked. And I believe, as there's a called strike, I believe it was Gallegos dropping a few spots down to the number 9 spot, I believe. So anyway, that is why we were off a batter on the call after the pitching change when the Lakers hit in the third inning. So we're back on track, and there's a topper foul. And we will hold now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allie Tim, the on-deck batter, had to hop out of the way of that bouncer. So to clarify, the Laker batting order now, it's Ella Dvorak, followed by Caitlin Williams, Athena Pameli-Penn, Bryn Dvorak, Ava Casper, Libby Krakus. Next pitch here, swung on, lifted in the air, right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Bit of a turn at first base, but Ely will stay there. She has her second opportunity to reach base in this game, and Olivet Nazarene with a leadoff hitter aboard here in the bottom of the third inning for Allie Tim. So again, top to bottom, Ellie Dvorak, Caitlin Williams, Athena Pameli-Penn, Bryn Dvorak. Looks like we have a pinch runner coming into the game now for Olivet Nazarene. Casper batting 5th, Krakus batting 6th, Enriquez batting 7th, Pearson batting 8th, and Gallegos, the DP, now in the number 9 spot. So it was Gallegos, I believe, who dropped down. And now again we have a pinch runner coming into the game for Olivet Nazarene. As batting will be Allie Tim, and the first pitch here swung on, right back to the pitcher. Low throw at first base, but it's gloved nonetheless. Quick 1-3 put out, and a runner goes to second base here. With 1 away in the inning for Olivet Nazarene, here's Gwen Bender, the designated player now. So the go-ahead run aboard in scoring position now for the Tigers. And here's the first pitch to Bender. Swing and a miss at a ball down and low and in the zone. Bender, 1 for 1 with a double in this game. Here's the wind and the 0-1 offering. Chopped towards short. Pameli-Penn up with it. Had to deal with a runner going to third. The throw to first in time for the out. As now Olivet with a runner at third, but 2 away in the inning. Here's Shiler Bowes now. And it's Megan Randall now running at third base for Olivet Nazarene. Here's Bowes, first pitch, and that'll be over but a little bit low. Bowes lined back to the pitcher her first time up back in the first inning. We're in the bottom of the third, all even at 2. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Down and away, 2 balls and a strike. And no strikes, rather. Well, the first broadcast went smooth as can be. Usually it's the first one of the year that goes off the rails. 2 balls and no strikes the count, and the pitch. That'll be a strike over the outer half. 2-1 here now to Bowes. Allie Fullingham next, and then it would be Alyssa McCord for Olivet Nazarene. Two-two game, bottom of 3. at the Dome in Rosemont. Here's the pitch. Swung on, in the air, right field, coming over the catch made in right by Ella Dvorak. And that will end the inning. So Olivet Nazarene gets a runner to scoring position but cannot cash that runner in. As in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. And we head to the fourth, all leaving at 2 between Roosevelt and Olivet Nazarene. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Back at the Dome in Rosemont, we head to the top of the fourth inning in a 2-2 ball game. As we approach the halfway point of this contest. And Allie Tim in the circle here for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the wind in the first pitch. Swing and a miss. As leading it off here will be Libby Krakus now in this inning for the Lakers. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this contest. Righty versus righty, and the pitch. Off speed, just off the outside edge. Good pitch there by Tim, just didn't catch the corner on the count, even at a ball on a strike. It'll be Krakus, Enriquez, and then Pearson due up here for the Lakers. Top of the fourth inning, middle frames of this second game of the day. The wind and the pitch. Riser, swing and a miss. 1-2 here. Krakus swinging under that ball, which rose up almost, it looked like, to eye level. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. That'll miss upstairs to make it 2-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Lakers. 2 runs, 7 hits, and Olivet Nazarene charged with 2 errors in the field so far in this game. Here comes the 2-2. Upstairs, just a little bit above letter high there, and it's now full at 3-2. See if Krakus can maybe coax a leadoff walk here to start this inning for the Lakers. And the payoff. Popped up, foul right side. That'll be out of play. Roosevelt winning the first game in dramatic fashion, 3-2 over Indiana South Bend. And we have a 2-2 tie right now. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that'll be down low as a 3-2 count, down low, ball 4, and so that is a leadoff walk for Krakus. And here now is Isis Enriquez, who is 0 for 1. Had a strikeout last time up. There was a called third strike to end the second inning. First pitch here, swinging a foul back, out of play. 0-1 the count. Krakus at first base. Right foot on the bag. And the pitch. Bunted into the air. It's a pop-up and an attempt here by Tim to get to it. And I believe she caught the ball near the third base line. Allie Tim, a marvelous play there, coming in into her right, full extension, dove to the turf and made the catch. So 1 out as Kreka stays at first. And here now is Pearson. Pearson, 1 for 1 with a run scored here this afternoon. Left-handed batter awaits in the first pitch. Squared to bunt very briefly, pulled the bat back, and the pitch came in for a called strike at the knees. Gallegos on deck, and then we would recycle back to the top of the order. 2-2 game, tension building here as we move through the middle innings of this contest. Here's the 0-1 line drive, and that'll be into left field for a base hit down the line. Station to station here, runners will wind up at first and second. Krakis to second, Pearson with a single, and now that will bring to the plate Bianca Gallegos, who is 0 for 1 in the game. Bats here with a chance to do some damage. 2 on, 1 away in the inning. First pitch here, fouled back. Just barely got a piece of it. It was kind of a light foul tip that went straight back to the screen, and so it's 0-1 here. To Gallegos. Bianca, the number 9 hitter now in the lineup for the Lakers. Swing and a miss at a changeup there. And the count goes now to no balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning in a 2-2 ball game. Righty versus lefty. And the pitch. Riser high, 1-2. Allie Tim so far has walked 2, struck out 4 in 3 1/3, swinging a well-hit ball. Right center field, fairly deep, long run here and a 1-hop almost to the warning track. And the merry-go-round underway on the bases. 1 run is in, and it'll be 1 run here as the Lakers are on the board. Krakis coming in to score. As she came in from second, the Lakers, I think, had to hold up a little bit, thinking the ball possibly may have been caught. And the Lakers make it a 2-1 ball game. So now that'll bring up Ella Dvoracek, top of the order. First pitch in low for ball 1. That's a double to center field and 3 runs coming in. Actually, let's see, Krakis scoring and then Pearson actually advancing to third. Gallegos to second. And it's a 3-2 Laker lead. It was a 2-2 tie. 1 run did come in. There's a bunt fielded near the circle at third. 1 hopping into first base. It skips down the right field line. 1 run will score, and runners now at second and third. And the Lakers able to add to their lead. So the run comes in from third. Dvoracek goes to second base after all is said and done. There will be an error charged on the play as well to Reddy at second base. Meeting in the circle now here for Olivet Nazarene. So on the play, Pearson scoring. And Gallegos going to third. And Dvoracek at second. So runners at second and third. 2 runs in for the Lakers now. And they lead it by a score of 4-2. Meeting in the circle continuing here now for Olivet Nazarene. And the Lakers, for the second straight game, bouncing back after spotting the opposition a 2-run lead. And the meeting in the circle rolls on. Back with you on Sunday, 12 noon and 2:30. Roosevelt against Lewis for both games on Sunday. And now coming to the plate will be Caitlin Williams here for the Lakers. So runners at second and third, still one away in the inning. And the Lakers have scored two. They've scored 2 in the third and 2 in the fourth here. And it's a 4-2 Roosevelt lead. Allie Tim into the line, and the first pitch here. Bunted by Williams, and it'll be up the third base line, and it rolls foul at the last second. And so the count 0-1 here to Caitlin Williams. Williams, a sacrifice, and has also reached on an error today. 4-2, Olivet Nazarene trailing the Lakers now here in the top of the fourth inning. Lengthy fourth inning here for Roosevelt. Really a lengthy last two stretches at the plate for the Lakers, which is exactly what the Lakers want. There's a ball outside as Williams squared the bunt, pulled the bat back as the pitch went outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Righty versus lefty, and the pitch. Bunted, and it'll land right on the line and spin foul about 2/3 up the way toward third base. And so 1-2 now to Caitlin Williams. Williams out of the box, takes a practice swing. And is now back in. One ball, 2 strikes. Allie Tim into the line, and the right-hander deals. Swung on and fouled on a line drive left side, and will hold at a ball and 2 strikes. Williams stance set back in the box. Back foot near the back line of the box. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that'll be low and away, and that'll square it up 2-2. Lakers a chance to add to their lead. They've scored twice here in the fourth. They lead at 4-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Williams moving up in the box there, but not able to make contact. And so Williams a strikeout victim for the second out of the inning. And that'll leave it up now to Athena Pomeli-Penn. So runners holding at second and third, 2 away in the inning now for Pomeli-Penn. Athena has a walk and a fly out to right field. Allie Tim trying to get out of this inning, stranding 2 runners and not incurring any more damage. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right out of play. Lakers now 4 runs on 6 hits. They've still been out hit in this game, 7-6, but Olivet Nazarene has committed 3 costly errors in this contest. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Fastball in there, called strike on a heater. And now 0-2. Runs today coming in increments of 2 so far. 2 for Olivet in the first, 2 for the Lakers in the third and fourth so far. Lakers trying to break that pattern here. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and pop foul. We'll try it again for Athena Pomeli-Penn. Athena steps out of the box, now back in. Allie Tim trying to keep her team in touch here. Trying to stay close as they trail now the Lakers by 2. There's an off-speed pitch missing off the outside edge. So that'll make it now a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out in the inning. Pameli Penn levels the bat over the plate. Tim looks in for the sign. And a riser misses way upstairs, and that'll make it now 2-2. Kind of a tense moment in this game. Olivet needs this out to stay close, as we noted a moment ago. See if Pameli Penn can deliver and really get a little bit of distance for the Lakers here. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Pameli Penn kind of taps the bat with some force down to the turf in frustration, and that will again end the inning. But the Lakers able to score a pair as they pick up 2 runs for the second straight inning. And we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning, halfway home in game number 2 on our opening day broadcast schedule with a score. Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. You're listening to Roosevelt University Softball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Roosevelt now in the lead for the first time today as they're up by a score of 4-2. And it'll be Allie Fullingham to lead it off here now for Olivet Nazarene. First pitch is in the dirt, so it's 1 ball and no strikes here. As we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Luzzy remaining in the circle here for the Lakers now in the middle frame of this game. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and so 0-2 now here for Fullingham, who is 0 for 1, grounded out, 3 unassisted her first time up. Luzzy at 27 pitches right now. And the delivery. Swung on, 2-hopper, backhanded near the bag at third on 1 knee, and then getting to her feet at third base is Casper and throwing a perfect strike to first for the out. 1 away for Alyssa McCord. That 27 pitches was going into the at-bat there for Luzzy. She's now at 30. Here's McCord 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop, Pameli Penn, her first time up. First pitch here, and that'll be down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. McCord, the number 9 hitter in the order, 8-9-1 coming up in this inning for Olivet Nazarene. Zoe Oshiro will be next to bat here for the Tigers in this inning. Swinging a 1-hopper, right back to Luzzy. Runs about a third of the way to the bag, underhands it there to Brenda Voracek for the out, and there's the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Zoe Oshiro here for Olivet Nazarene. Oshiro, halfway to a cycle, has a triple and a single in this game today. Righty versus lefty. Luzzy into the line and the pitch. And then a miss down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Faith Mikas would be next if the inning continues for Olivet Nazarene. Well, right now, Luzzy looking for that classic shutdown inning after her team moving in front in the previous half inning, and you want to get out of the next half inning if you're on the defensive side. There's a ball low and away without having any runs scored and giving any momentum back to the opposition. 2-0 here now to Oshiro. Luzzy winds and deals. Low and away, 3-0 now. Machero out of the box, now back in, left-handed batter, levels the bat over the plate. And the 3-0. Strike on the inner half. That came in a little bit up, a little bit in, but caught that upper corner of the zone. And the at-bat continuing. The 3-1. Swung on, hit to the right side. Two-hopper, and it'll skip by and into right field. And so Oshiro is aboard for the third time today. We'll see if that scored an error on Enriquez at second base. Nope, it'll be scored a single. And so Oshiro now 3 for 3 in the game. Here's Faith Micas. Meeting in the circle now here for Roosevelt. Again, we're back on Sunday. There will be a full slate of action. If you like softball, this is your weekend to be here at the Dome. 4 games tomorrow, though, none of which will include Roosevelt. As 8 games coming up tomorrow, starting at 9:30 a.m. Olivet Nazarene will play tonight at 7:30, have a quick turnaround, and play tomorrow morning against Aquinas. As Olivet will play 2 games tomorrow, that will end their participation in the weekend's proceedings here at the NAIA leadoff. Here's Faith Micas now here for Olivet Nazarene. And here is the first pitch. Down and away, 1-0. Micas is 2 for 2. A pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. 1 ball, no strikes to the left-handed hitting right fielder. And the pitch swung on, bounced to the left side, and foul up the third base line. So it will even the count at a ball and a strike, will that foul ball. Micas back into the batter's box. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and grounded to the left side. Glove there at third by Casper. Fires a rocket to first base, and that will end the inning. So Olivet gets a 2-out base runner, but it does not result in any scoring. No runs in the inning on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning with a score. Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. You're tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
All right, Brendan Voracek leading it off, swinging a sharp grounder, one hop, gloved at shortstop, throw to first base in time for the out. That was to Fullingham, as now there have been some defensive changes here for Olivet. Fullingham to shortstop. Bose to third, and Illy now is at first base for Olivet Nazarene. So one away now on the 6-3 put out on Bryn Dvorak. Here now is Ava Casper for the Lakers. First pitch here, and a bouncer to the right of the circle. Glove there at second, throw to first, and quickly 2 away in the inning. Bose is now at third, and it's Illy at first base now for Olivet Nazarene defensively. And that grounder going just now out on a 4-3 put out. Here now is Libby Krakos swinging a miss here, and she's quickly behind at 0-1. So no balls and a strike. Allie Tim remaining in the circle here for Olivet Nazarene. Lakers a 4-2 lead. There's a floater high and away to make it 1-1 now. Olivet 2 in the first. Lakers with 2 each in the third and fourth innings. Olivet has out-hit the Lakers in this game 8-6. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Off speed, caught the inner half of the plate for a called strike. Tim, a strike away from a 1-2-3 frame. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Way upstairs to even it up 2-2. Krakos today has a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Skied into the air. And that will hit the dome and will be called an out, and that will end the inning. That's the second out we've had on a ball that hits the dome, and so the inning comes to an end. So for the Lakers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it stays Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. You're tuned to Roosevelt University softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, on we go here now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Roosevelt right now with a 2-run lead at 4-2 as we go bottom 5. And Stephanie House to lead it off here now for Olivet Nazarene. First pitch here, and it'll be chopped to third base. Casper gloves near the bag, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out here for Olivet in their half of the 5th inning. A quick 5-3 put out for out number 1 That'll send to the plate now Kahiwa Ely, who has walked and singled here this afternoon. Luzzy into the line is the first pitch in there for a called strike. And 0-1. Katie Luzzy, the freshman from Chicago, went a third of an inning in game number 1, but she is right now seemingly rolling along here in the circle in relief in game 2. There's a ball low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Luzzy so far, 41 pitches and 3 1/3 innings of work here in this game. Swinging a 1 hopper, gloved by Luzzy in the circle, runs halfway to the bag, underhands the first base, and that'll be the second out of the inning. 2 quick outs here, as was the case in the last half inning in the bottom of the 4th, and now here's Allie Tim. Tim today is flied to center and also grounded back to the pitcher. Luzzy into the wind, and the pitch. Bounces in front of the plate for ball 1. Kaylee Hancock started the game for the Lakers through 1 inning. Gave up 2 runs, both were earned on 4 hits, facing 7 batters. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Just off the outside edge to make it 2-0. Umpire, it looked like, put the right arm up there a little bit. I thought maybe it would be a late strike call, but that did not happen. 2 balls, no strikes here to Tim. And that next pitch will be low and away to make it 3-0. Gwen Bender awaits on deck. Top of 5, 4-2 Roosevelt with a lead, rather bottom of 5. Olivet, the home team in this game today. There's a pitch with a little velocity over the inner half for a called strike. 3-1 now. Tim, right-handed batter, steps back into the batter's box. And the 3-1. Strike on the inside corner to fill the count. Two out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the payoff. Swung on, 2 hopper to Casper at 3rd. Bobbled it slightly when fielding the ball, but had no trouble. Throws to first, and a 1-2-3 inning is in the books. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the 6th, and it stays Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. This is Roosevelt University softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How is your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, here we go now to start off the Lakers 6th inning. Righty versus righty. Allie Tim in the circle trying to keep the game close. Swing on the first pitch. Pop foul right side out of play. Urbaniak, right-handed batter, back into the batter's box. That's 3 times now I've done that redundancy. Batter in the batter's box. No balls and a strike. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Urbaniak not able to catch up to that one. And so Rebecca behind now at 0-2. Bottom third of the order coming up in this inning for Roosevelt now. Here comes the 0-2. Foul tipped back to the screen and will hold at 0-2. Allie Tim, through her first 5 innings of work, 92 pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. Walked 2, struck out 6. She was dominant early in the game. Although 3 defensive errors in this contest have been costly for Olivet. There's a ball a little bit high. So now the at-bat continues. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Urbaniak. Pearson next, and then it'll be Gallegos. If I have my revised batting order correctly, there's a ball high and away, 2-2. Order got moved around a little bit when we had the Roosevelt pitching change after 1 inning. Two balls, 2 strikes here now to Urbaniak. The pitch. Up in the zone and popped into the air. Right side foul territory. Coming on and the play is made, or it hit the dome, so it'll be ruled a foul ball. Ely was over at first base, made the catch, but again, it hit the dome. If it hits the dome in foul territory, it's a foul ball. If it hits the dome in fair territory, it's an out. And we've had 2 outs recorded that way so far in the first 2 games of this day. There's a riser way upstairs. So the count full here for Urbaniak. Lakers will play 2 against Lewis on Sunday to wrap up their participation in the annual NAIA leadoff tournament. And there is a called third strike. Urbaniak thought she had a walk, started to first base, but the umpire ruling otherwise, and so that's the first out of the inning. So 1 away. And here's Pearson. So Kendall Pearson, left-handed batter, stands in. 1 out, nobody on here in the Laker half of the 6th inning. There's a bunt pushed up the third base side. Charging and gloving at third, throw to first base in time. Good charge there at third base by Bose, who came flying in. Great anticipation there, and the throw to first was in time, I believe. Now the out does get posted, so there are 2 out in the inning. Good defensive play there. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll leave it up now to Gallegos. Bianca Gallegos, left-handed batter, waits, wave and a miss at the first pitch. Tim now past the 100 pitch mark in the game, although that is not as important as it might sound. Baseball and softball completely different. Softball, you can throw a lot of pitches with that underhanded delivery. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply to Hopper. Glove near the bag at first, dropped and then recovered. And then it'll be an unassisted put out there by Ely, and that'll end the inning. Both pitchers kind of settling down of late here as we moved on toward the later innings of this game. In the frame for the Lakers, no runs, no hits, no errors. None left on base. We go bottom 6. It's Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. You're tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning now. Roosevelt with a 4-2 lead. Isis Enriquez re-enters the game at second base now for Roosevelt defensively. Here's the wind of the first pitch, and that'll bounce in front of the plate, ball 1. Gwen Bender leading it off here for Olivet Nazarene. Bender today is 1 for 2, a double and a ground out to the shortstop. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Katie Luzzy remaining in the circle here for the Lakers. Starting her 5th inning of work. Here's the 2-0. Swung on in the air, left center field, a little bit of a lengthy run back into the right, and the catch made just in front of the warning track by Pearson in center for the out. Well, that ball hit well and kind of on a line, but it results in out number 1. Here's Shyler Bowes now. Bowes has lined out and flied out as she is 0 for 2. First pitch just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Lakers a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning here at the Dome in Rosemont. We'll be back right here Sunday, broadcasting from this very spot. Roosevelt against Lewis. There's a ball a little bit low, and now 2-0 here. Allie Fullingham will be next, and then it would be Alyssa McCord if the inning continues on that far for Olivet Nazarene in their half of the 6th. They trailed the Lakers 4-2. Here's the 2-0. Heater misses down and in. So now a 3-0 count here for Shyler Bowes. Three balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Low and in, but over the zone, making it 3-1. Bowes thought she had a walk, tossed the bat away, but the at-bat will continue. I think Bowes might have even apologized to the umpire for that, very briefly. Anyway, we continue 3-1, and that'll be ball 4, and so Bowes is able to get the one-out walk, and the tying run to the plate now for Olivet Nazarene. Here's Allie Fullingham. And will we have a new pitcher coming in? It appears that will be the case. So, we will take a break in the action. Here in the 6th inning, new pitcher coming on for Roosevelt. We'll tell you about it after a break as the Lakers lead 4-2. This is Roosevelt University softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Riley Sarnecki now on in relief for the Lakers. Riley threw 3 2/3 in the first game, getting the win, allowing 2 hits, zeros across the rest of the way except for 5 strikeouts. So Sarnecki on now, and Allie Fullingham will be the first batter she faces. First pitch, and that'll be in for a strike called to the knees. Runner going at first base, throw to second, tag applied. I believe that'll be a 2-6 put out on a stolen base attempt for the second out of the inning. So that'll clear the bases, and Fullingham now batting with nobody on and 2 away and an 0-1 count. That changes a lot. Next pitch down and away. And leaving it up now and a ball and a strike. Fullingham 0 for 2 here this afternoon. Taking here and high to make it 2-1. Well, if you're defensive, on the defensive end of things, that was a 2-6 put out, by the way, on the caught stealing on Bose. There's a golf swing and a miss there by Fullingham. And now it is an even 2-2 count. When you get an out defensively, if you're able to get the opposing team to run themselves into an out at any time in the inning, it can really turn an inning around defensively, and that may be what happens here, and it does. There's a swing and a miss, and the complexion of the inning totally reversing after the stolen base attempt that resulted in an out. Fullingham striking out, that'll end the inning. So Sarnecki gets out of the inning as the minimum come to the plate here for Olivet Nazarene, as they get no runs in the frame. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. It's Roosevelt 4, Olivet Nazarene 2. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Top of the order due up here for the Lakers in the top of the 7th inning as they try to get some insurance. And so it'll be Ella Dvoracek leading it off, and she takes the first pitch low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Ella will be followed by Caitlin Williams and then Athena Pameli-Penn here for the Lakers. 4-2 Roosevelt, top of the 7th inning. Allie Tim remaining in the circle here. Deals, and that'll be a ball skied and sliced down the left field line for a foul ball. Ella Dvoracek today has a single to fielder's choice and then a second single as she reached as well back in the 4th inning. 4-2 ball game in the 7th. Lakers, regardless of what they do here, will be 3 defensive outs away from a split doubleheader sweep. There's a cue shot foul third base side. So now ball and 2 strikes. I say split doubleheader, 2 games against different teams. Classic doubleheader Sunday when the Lakers face Lewis here at the Dome. Tim leans in and gets the sign. That'll be a topper and a chopper, foul left side, and we'll try it again at 1-2. Game started right at about 2:30, so we're about an hour 45 in. As we said during the first game, great to be calling a little bat and ball here, despite the chill outside on this Valentine's Day. Tim into the wine and another 1-2 offering. Lifted out toward left field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Gets by and rolls toward the corner. This will be extra bases. Dvoracek rounding second, heading for third, heading for home as she'll round third base, and she will score to make it a 5-2 Laker lead. Ella Dvoracek circling the bases. Run not yet put on the board as discussion ensuing here. A little flare down the left field line, going back on it there was Bose at third, could not get to it. Then bounced toward the corner. Actually, that might have gotten by, I think it was McCord in left field who made an offering at the ball. Got by. And it is a 5-2 game. And it is an inside the park home run for Ella Dvoracek. So the Lakers get the first home run of the year in an inside-the-park fashion. First pitch here bunted and fouled away by Caitlin Williams. So a 5-2 Laker lead. Lakers able to get that insurance. Ball kind of landed with, I think, some topspin there and took a direct left turn, and that allowed the ball to kind of roll into the corner. There's a riser off the catcher's mitt to the backstop for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's the second inside the park home run we've seen in as many seasons here for the Lakers. Emily Zuniga last year for the Lakers. I want to say it was last year, was it 2 years ago in Florida, had an inside the park home run. There's a ball high and away, 1-2. Williams back into the batter's box. Left-handed batter awaits. Here's the 1-2 from Allie Tim. High and away, and we're squared at 2-2 now. Always good. We talked about getting defensive outs on the bases in the last half inning when the Lakers got that caught stealing to record an out on an Olivet attempt to steal second base, and now they add to that offensively with a little insurance on the home run. There's a swing and a slow roller, gloved at third by Bose, throw to first for the out. 1 away in the inning, and here is Athena Pomeli-Penn. Pomeli-Penn has walked, flied out, and struck out. So officially Athena 0 for 2 here this afternoon. Top of 7, 5-2 Lakers. The pitch. Missing inside, 1-0. And what, just thinking really important, the Lakers able also to get out of early jams and stay close. You see so many times in either a baseball game or a softball game, if you can stay close, you just give yourself a chance. And the Lakers did that. There's a swing and a pop-up right side foul territory, and it'll be, I believe, out of play. Yep. And especially important, staying close early, staying close anytime, but Olivet Nazarene had early chances to really open up the lead, and the Lakers kept Olivet at 2 and set the stage for a comeback. Swinging a fly ball fairly deep toward left field, and that'll be caught. Got shielded there by one of the infielders, and that ball kind of got out to left field in a hurry, and McCord able to make the grab for the out. 2 away in the inning. Here's Bryn Dvoracek now for the Lakers. Bryn drove in the winning run in game number 1, is 1 for 3 this afternoon in game 2 for the Lakers. Allie Tim into the wind and the pitch. Riser misses upstairs, 1-0. So Ella Dvoracek with the home run on the inside the park. Round tripper. There's a floater in for a called strike. 1-1 to Bryn Dvoracek. Ava Casper would be next if the inning continues for the Lakers. Ella Dvoracek, the leadoff home run here in the 7th. Those extra runs, add-on runs late in games, also a key to winning games consistently. Swinging a grounder to the left side. Gloved at third by Bose. Throws to first, end of the inning. But the Lakers, as we just mentioned, getting an add-on run as they pick up a run on a hit, no errors, and none left on base. Looking ahead, 9-1-2. McCord, Oshiro, and Micah's due up here for Olivet Nazarene in the 7th. We go to the top of the 7th. Your score is, we go to bottom 7. Your score, Roosevelt 5, Olivet Nazarene 2. This is Roosevelt University softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Riley Sarnecki now back in the circle here for the Lakers, trying to finish this game off. Alyssa McCord leading it off now here for Olivet Nazarene. And the first pitch here from Sarnecki will be tap foul to the left side. 0-1 to McCord. It'll be McCord, Oshiro, and Micah Stu up here for Olivet Nazarene. McCord today 0 for 2. Pair of groundouts. One to the shortstop, one back to the pitcher. 5-2 ball game. Lakers in the lead, looking to start off well here in this NAIA leadoff event. There's a ball low and away. One ball, one strike rather. To Alyssa McCord, right-handed batter. Levels the bat over the plate, now awaits. Olivet needing 3 to extend the game, at least. Swinging a foul back to the screen. One ball, 2 strikes. Sarnecki into the wind. Wave and a miss. Great changeup. And McCord was way out in front of that one. Back-to-back strikeouts by Sarnecki as it was Fullingham ending the 6th inning with a swinging strikeout. One away here, and here's Zoe Oshiro, who has had a great day today. 3 for 3, a triple and 2 singles. First pitch in for a called strike. Faith Micah's next, and then it would be Stephanie House as we continue here. Next pitch, soft liner, and that'll be into left field for a base hit. Oshiro 4 for 4 now in this game. Here's Faith Micah's. Micah's is 2 for 3 today. Pair of singles. Has a run scored and an RBI. Last time up, grounded to third to end the 4th inning. First pitch here, high and away, 1-0 on a heater. Time now called here before the next pitch. Libby Krakis has to retie her right shoe. Now we're ready to resume. 5-2 ball game. Bottom of the 7th inning. Lakers are 2 outs away from a win to take both of their games here today at the NAIA leadoff event. There's a ball low and away. 2-0 now to the left-handed hitting Olivet Nazarene right fielder. Micah's out of the box, now back in. And the pitch. Up high and tight. 3-0. Walk here would bring the tying run to the plate. Micah's back into the batter's box. Front foot just inside the front line of the box. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So a 3-0 green light there. Now we're at 3-1. Micah stands in, kind of hopping around a little bit with her stance in the box. Now she's in firmly in the box and takes the pitch low and away for ball 4. And 2 on now with 1 away for Stephanie House, who is 0 for 3, grounded out to third last time up. First pitch here, right down the pipe, called strike. It's 0-1. 5-2 ball game, but a little tension here for the Lakers. Tying run at the plate. 1 away in the inning. 1 out, 2 on. The pitch. Riser waved at and missed. So quickly now, Sarnecki is ahead of the hitter 0-2. Righty versus righty here. Sarnecki checks the wristband, gets the sign, and now the delivery. Riser up high. Looked like there, House started to swing and then held up. I thought for a minute because of the angle we're at, we're at ground level right behind home plate. Saw the motion to swing start, and I thought maybe she went around and it was just blocked by the umpire and the catcher, but no swing, so the at-bat continuing. A ball and 2 strikes now. The pitch. Bunted, spinning back foul, and that'll be a strikeout. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And that'll leave it up now to Kahiwa Ely. Ely today is 2 for 3. Olivet Nazarene not lacking for hits. They've had 9 in the game today, but there are only 2 runs in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Ely. Allie Tim would be next. Lakers 1 out away from a doubleheader sweep here today on day 1 of the NAIA leadoff event. The 0-1 up high to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Two on, 2 out. Bottom 7, 5-2. Roosevelt with a lead. The wind and the delivery. Swung on, hit sharply to the left side. About 4 hops. Throw to first base as it was gloved at short. Throw in time, and the Lakers win the game. Athena Pamele-Penn waiting on that. I thought it was hit and would head to left center field, but Pamele-Penn moving 2 steps to her left, gloved and through, and this game comes to an end, and Roosevelt takes their first 2 games of the season, both in come-from-behind fashion. As in both games, they spotted the opposing team a 2-run lead. Final totals here this afternoon for Roosevelt, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And the Lakers leaving 5 on base. Olivet Nazarene, 2 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors. And they left 8 on in a game that took about an hour and 57 minutes. So a great first day of softball here. Glad to have been able to bring it to you as the Lakers finish the day 2-0 after wins over Indiana South Bend and against Olivet Nazarene. No softball here tomorrow. Well, there will be softball. We will not be here as the Lakers are off tomorrow. And then they'll have 2 more on Sunday starting at noon. It'll be a traditional doubleheader. Roosevelt 2 games against Lewis University starting at noon and 2:30 on Sunday. Our thanks to Josh Wallfish on stats. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's 2 broadcasts. Again, the final in Game 2 today for the Lakers. Roosevelt 5, Olivet Nazarene 2. Hope you'll join us on Sunday. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And for now, from the Dome in Rosemont, we wish you all a very pleasant good afternoon.